Hello humans and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. That's right, the video game show that is not hosted by an annoying e-beggar. There is no Patreon, no super chats. That's right, we just talk about the games we love and how fun it is to hoard them, collect them. Now, with that said, let's get ready for the show. On today's episode, this show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello humans, I'm back with great news if you love the Resident Evil series. I'm still dealing with my voice and Ranky's edema, so I pray you forgive my use of the artificial intelligence version of my voice. Resident Evil 9 confirmed. Features and plot via Technopedia. Written by Maria Webb, I will link below to the story. The wait is finally over for Resident Evil fans. Capcom has officially confirmed that Resident Evil 9 is in development, creating a buzz of speculation. As the beloved survival horror series gears up for its next chapter, fans are eager to discover what new horrors and adventures await. Official announcement by director Nakanishi. In a recent video during Capcom Next, director Nakanishi shared this update with fans, talking about the challenges and successes in starting this new chapter of the famous survival horror series. Nakanishi explained that deciding the series' direction after Resident Evil 7 took a lot of work. He mentioned finding the right path was difficult, but now the team has a strong and meaningful plan for the new game. He said the upcoming game feels significant, showing that the developers have something substantial in store. Nakanishi has a long history with the Resident Evil series. He directed Resident Evil 7, which revived the series in 2017, Resident Evil Mercenaries 3D for the Nintendo 3DS, and the first Resident Evil Revelations game. He also contributed as a designer on Resident Evil 5. Although he didn't give many details, Nakanishi encouraged fans to stay excited for more information in the future. His comments suggest that the new game will bring important developments and new features in gameplay and story. With Resident Evil 9 officially on its way, fans can look forward to more news and updates as the development continues. The gaming world will be watching closely, eager for any information about the next scary adventure in the Resident Evil universe. Rumors and speculations. Many rumors and speculations have surrounded Resident Evil 9. Even before its official announcement. Here's a breakdown. Setting and theme. Early leaks from August 2022 suggest that the game, possibly titled Resident Evil Apocalypse, might be set in the western part of North America. Players could explore caves, forests, and rivers, with the plot revolving around the 9th moon cycle. This cycle might introduce new monsters like Wendigos that mimic human voices and a mysterious woman in a regal gold and brown dress. Protagonists and characters. In June 2023, ex-user Chris Mark started rumors that Chris Redfield would return as the main playable character, joined by other legacy characters like Jill Valentine, Claire Redfield, and Leon S. Kennedy. This could mean a reunion of some of the series' most beloved characters in a new adventure. Gameplay focus. According to Dusk Golem on Discord, Resident Evil 9 might shift towards a more action-oriented gameplay style, similar to Resident Evil 4 and 5. This would change from the horror-focused gameplay of Resident Evil 7 and Village. Budget and development. In October 2023, leaker Dusk Golem claimed that Resident Evil 9 would have the highest budget and most extended development period in the franchise's history. This suggests Capcom is investing heavily in making the game both a conclusion to past events and a fresh start for new storylines. Open world elements. Dusk Golem also suggested that Resident Evil 9 might include open world gameplay. Leaks hint that the game could build on the RE engine used in Dragon's Dogma 2, offering large environments for players to explore. Multiple projects. It's also rumored that Capcom has several Resident Evil projects in development. Dusk Golem hinted that there could be up to 5 Resident Evil games currently in the works, with one possibly releasing as late as 2026 or 2027. While these rumors give a glimpse into what Resident Evil 9 might offer, they should be taken cautiously. The Resident Evil community is eager for official updates and excited about the potential directions the franchise could take. I always remember Resident Evil as being a game I did not have enough time to play, so I gave it to my son, and it quickly became one of his favorite games. I would enjoy watching him play it after a long day at work. The Legacy of Resident Evil, a must-have for retro game collectors. The Resident Evil series, developed and published by Capcom, is a cornerstone of the survival horror genre. Since its debut in 1996, the franchise has captivated millions of fans worldwide, spawning numerous sequels, spin-offs, and even multimedia adaptations. With Resident Evil 9 on the horizon, the series continues to evolve, solidifying its place in gaming history. This article delves into the highlights of the Resident Evil series, exploring its enduring popularity, its impact on the gaming industry, and why it is a prized collection for retro game enthusiasts. The birth of survival horror. The original Resident Evil, released on the PlayStation in 1996, is often credited with popularizing the survival horror genre. Directed by Shinji Mikami, the game introduced players to the mysterious Spencer Mansion, where they had to survive against hordes of zombies and other grotesque creatures. The game's use of fixed camera angles, limited ammunition, and inventory management created an atmosphere of tension and fear that was unprecedented at the time. The success of Resident Evil was immediate and profound. It set the standard for horror games and established many of the conventions that would define the genre. The game's story, revolving around the sinister Umbrella Corporation and its bioweapons, laid the groundwork for a sprawling narrative that would unfold over subsequent titles. Evolution and innovation. As the series progressed, each new installment brought innovations and refinements that kept the franchise fresh and engaging. Resident Evil 2, 1998, expanded the story, introducing new characters like Leon S. Kennedy and Claire Redfield, while improving gameplay mechanics and graphics. The game's dual scenario system allowed players to experience the story from 2 different perspectives, enhancing replayability. Resident Evil 3, Nemesis, 1999, introduced the relentless Nemesis creature, which could pursue the player throughout the game, adding a new layer of urgency and dread. This title also refined the gameplay mechanics, making the controls more responsive and intuitive. The series took a bold new direction with Resident Evil 4, 2005, revolutionizing the franchise by shifting to a third-person, over-the-shoulder perspective. This change allowed for more dynamic action sequences and improved aiming mechanics. The game's setting in a rural European village and its focus on combating parasitic organisms rather than traditional zombies marked a significant departure from previous entries. Resident Evil 4's impact on the industry was profound, influencing countless other games and solidifying its status as one of the greatest video games of all time, a roller coaster of reception. The Resident Evil series has experienced its share of ups and downs. Resident Evil 5, 2009, and Resident Evil 6, 2012, leaned more heavily into action-oriented gameplay, which divided the fan base. While these games were commercially successful, many longtime fans felt that the series had strayed too far from its horror roots. Capcom listened to the feedback and sought to recapture the essence of the original games with Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, 2017. This installment returned to a more traditional survival horror experience, featuring a first-person perspective and a claustrophobic setting in a dilapidated plantation mansion. The game was praised for its atmosphere, storytelling, and innovative use of virtual reality, VR technology. Revival and reinvention. The release of the Resident Evil 2 remake in 2019 marked a significant moment for the franchise. Capcom rebuilt the game from the ground up, using the RE engine to create stunning visuals and modernized gameplay. The remake retained the essence of the original, while introducing new elements that enhanced the experience. It was a critical and commercial success, demonstrating the enduring appeal of the series. Following the success of the Resident Evil 2 remake, Capcom released the Resident Evil 3 remake in 2020. While it received generally positive reviews, some critics felt it was shorter and less substantial than its predecessor. Nonetheless, the remake showcased the potential for reimagining classic games with modern technology. Resident Evil Village 2021, also known as Resident Evil 8, continued the story of Ethan Winters from Resident Evil 7. The game blended elements of survival horror and action, set in a Gothic European village reminiscent of Resident Evil 4's setting. The introduction of the enigmatic Lady Dimitrescu and other memorable characters helped the game achieve both critical acclaim and commercial success.
New videos every Monday and Sunday. Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, click that notification bell, and remember, never ever be afraid to be happy. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.